Before we begin today's journey, if you love discovering ancient stories filled with mystery, meaning, and timeless truth, you're in the right place. Welcome to Ink in a Blink, where powerful stories are told, one page at a time. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for weekly deep dives into the world's most profound texts, from sacred scripture to classic literature. Now, before there was a mockingjay, before Katniss Everdeen changed the world, there was another name etched into the bones of Panem. Haymitch Abernathy. We know him as the drunk, sarcastic mentor of District 12. A man who never smiles without pain behind his eyes. But his story, the truth of who he was and how he won, was buried. Until now, Sunrise on the Reaping takes us back 24 years before the Hunger Games. To the 50th annual event, the second quarter quell, when the Capitol doubled the tributes to double the horror. This isn't a story of rebellion. It's a story of survival. Of cunning, heartbreak, and quiet defiance. Let's go back to where the games truly began to break people, and where Haymitch's nightmare was born. Panem. 24 districts reduced to 12 after the rebellion. District 12, the poorest of them all. In a small, crumbling village where coal dust settles on everything, a 16-year-old boy walks with his head down, hands in his pockets, sarcasm on his lips. Haymitch Abernathy. He lives in the seam with his mother and younger brother. His father died in a mine explosion. Every day is a balancing act between hunger and hope. He's not a revolutionary. Not a hero. Just a kid trying to survive a rigged system. But this year is different. This year is the second quarter quell. And with every 25 years, the Capitol adds a twist to the Hunger Games. President Snow, cold and elegant, appears on every screen across the districts. To remind the rebels that 2 lives are lost for every 1 act of defiance, this year, each district will send 2 boys and 2 girls to the Hunger Games. A collective gasp. Twice the tributes. Twice the odds. At the reaping, the square is quiet. Children tremble. Haymitch stands in the sun, squinting toward the Justice Building. Then his name is called. The crowd parts like water. No volunteers. No mercy. Haymitch walks forward. Moments later, another name. Maysalee Donner. Blonde, sharp-eyed, from the merchant class, a rare District 12 student who actually has books in her home. They barely know each other. But soon, they'll be bonded by death. The Capitol is dazzling, cold, alien. The train to the games is filled with food Haymitch has never tasted, but he barely eats. With him are the other tributes from District 12, 2 boys, 2 girls. One of them, named Dell, is older and aggressive. He's already sizing everyone up like prey. Haymitch meets his mentor, a former victor from District 12. Bitter. Drunk. Useless. Haymitch quickly realizes, he's on his own. In the training center, tributes from all over Panem practice for the arena. Careers from Districts 1 and 2 dominate with their sculpted muscles and trained bodies. They laugh while throwing knives. Haymitch doesn't try to impress. He watches. Observes patterns. Notices how a girl from District 6 limps slightly on her left side, or how the boy from District 10 is terrified of fire. He learns in silence. During his private session with the game makers, Haymitch throws a knife, not at the target, but at the wall, inches from a Capitol official's head. They're stunned. He smirks. He scores high. The Capitol eats it up. A charming, unpredictable boy from the Forgotten District. Sponsors begin to pay attention. But Haymitch knows, in the arena, popularity means nothing. Survival is about outsmarting the system. The arena is revealed, a massive jungle valley, full of waterfalls, cliffs, and poisonous plants. The games begin. Bloodbath at the cornucopia. Haymitch avoids the slaughter, grabs a small backpack, and vanishes into the underbrush. Day 1, 18 tributes die. Haymitch survives by drinking dew, avoiding sounds, and hiding high in trees. He builds tools from vines. sets traps, watches. Days pass. He sees Maisali again. She's alive, bruised, but sharp. They team up. At night, they whisper strategies. Share stale bread from sponsor gifts. Trust grows, not friendship, but alliance. They discover that the birds in the arena, beautiful and glowing, are genetically modified. If you touch them, their wings slice like blades. Maisali names them razor jays, a cruel echo of mocking jays. They start playing the capital's game against itself. Triggering traps. Forcing careers into ambushes. They survive longer than anyone expected. Haymitch begins to suspect the arena is layered with hidden sensors and force fields, a giant, rigged machine. They follow a trail leading toward the center, a lake surrounded by cliffs. There, Maisali finds a strange crack in the ground, a place where the birds avoid. Haymitch marks it on his map. But the next day, Maisali makes a decision: they must separate. The end is near, and only one can live. She walks away. That night, Haymitch hears a cannon. He runs. Maisali lies on the ground, her throat torn open by the razor jays. She dies in his arms. He doesn't cry. He can't. He whispers, "I'm sorry." Then he disappears into the jungle, alone again. Only 3 tributes remain. One dies from poisoned berries. Then it's just Haymitch and a final career, brutal, relentless. Their final fight happens near the lake. They clash. Haymitch is stabbed in the ribs. The career charges. At the last second, Haymitch remembers the crack in the cliff. He dives toward it. The career follows, and slams into the invisible force field. Snap. Dead. Haymitch collapses. He's crowned the victor. Victory. Or so he thought. Back in the capital, Haymitch smiles for cameras, gives rehearsed interviews. But behind the lens, President Snow watches in silence. Haymitch exposed a weakness: he used the arena's own mechanics to win. He made the capital look fallible. So they punish him, not publicly, but personally. One by one, the people Haymitch loves disappear. His mother, his brother, his friends. He's told it was illness, accidents. But he knows the truth. This is how the capital works: control through fear. He starts drinking, not to forget, but to survive what he can't change. Haymitch Abernathy became a victor. But he never became free. When Katniss meets him years later, she sees a drunk. But now, we understand, she's seeing a survivor who carries ghosts no one else can name. Sunrise on the Reaping shows us what the Hunger Games truly are: not just a contest of strength, but a machine that breaks souls. Haymitch didn't just beat the capital in the arena. He made them fear what a clever, wounded boy could do. And that fear planted a seed. A seed that would one day grow into a girl with a bow and a mockingjay on her chest. If this story moved you, let us know in the comments. What would you have done in Haymitch's place? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with every Hunger Games fan out there. And remember, the games may be over, but the trauma never ends. Fade out with Mockingjay Call.